Nutty Sports Gamer here. Welcome to another episode of the 40-Year Sim. It is January 1993. We're going to be seeing some highlights from this month, looking at primarily teams in the Western Conference, such as the Lakers, the Suns, a little bit of the Jazz, the struggling Nuggets. We want to see why the Nuggets are struggling. They should be better than they are, in my opinion. And did I say the Suns? We're going to see some Suns. And as you see the standings here, you just saw the Western standings. In the East, the Bulls are in first place currently at 26-5. The Pacers, Bullets, and Pistons are right behind them. And then you got the Bucks, Cavs, Knicks, and Nets. In the West, if I remember correctly, because I can't see it on the screen anymore, but the Kings are first place in the West. We're going to be seeing some Kings in this episode for sure. Also, the trade deadline's coming up. We're going to be some trades do go down in this month before the deadline approaches. So we'll be seeing all that, but let's get right into the highlights. Lakers versus Kings at the Forum. Byron Scott to James Worthy for the jump shot there. It's a 2-point game. Arvydas Sabonis throws up a shot. Misses. Kevin Willis with the rebound, and here come the Lakers on the fast break. James Worthy is worthy of making this basket, as you can see here in this replay. KJ Johnson to Chris Mullen. Sabonis to Kenny Walker for the alley-oop. 89-88. Jeff Hornacek misses right there, but Sabonis is right there for the putback. It is 91-88. James Worthy. His shot rattles out, but Vlade Divac gets the putback. Sabonis dribbling like a guard. The Lithuanian versus the Serb. And the Lithuanian draws the foul. He's going to be at the free throw line here. Divac not too happy about that foul. He thought that was, well, quite frankly, bullshit. But, Sabonis gets those calls these days. He's an all-star caliber player, and he's going to sink both free throws. So there you go, 93-90. Here comes Magic Johnson, passing it out to Willis, to Alvin Robertson, back to Magic. He drains the baseline jumper. 1-point game, 50 seconds left to go, I should say. And here's an alley-oop, another alley-oop to Kenny Walker, throwing it down. Remember, back in the 80s, he was in a couple of slam dunk contests. A little bit old for that now, he is, but he can still throw it down. Pretty cool to see. Alvin Robertson, meanwhile, is dribbling, passing it to Magic. Who's going to miss that shot? Rebound, Sabonis. And the Kings can put this game away with a bucket here. Alright. We know 2K by now. Probably a intentional foul. Nope. Instead, they let Kenny Walker drain the long two, which is probably worse than intentional foul. Or about the same, because I don't know. Kings win. Sabonis with 21 points, and let's move on. Phoenix Suns versus the Dallas Mavericks. 4.5 left to go. Charles Barkley's going to drain that jumper. 1-point game for the Mavericks. Danny Manning against Charles Barkley. 1-on-1, mano-a-mano matchup here. Shot clock winding down. Danny Manning is going to get that basket. So, exchanging of leads. Derek Harper can't make that jumper, but Barkley is there for the putback dunk. And here in the ensuing possession, Barkley off glass. What a shot. Dallas up by 3 now. Kenny the Jet Smith against Del Curry, who's wearing number 8. Yeah. He should never be wearing number 8 in his life because his son is going to wear 30. And if he's wearing 8, that means Steph Curry might wear 8. We can't have that happen. So I got to change that eventually. I think I forget for like a year. But eventually, at some point down the line, I change it. Maybe not this season. Steal, though. And here comes Mark Aguirre to Joe Dumars for the jumper. 103-100. A minute 30 left to go. Brad Daugherty is going to get blocked by Sam Bowie. Gets his ball back, though, and dunks it on him. So, nice play by Bowie, but then he got dunked on. So, you know. And there he botches a alley-oop, a bad alley-oop toss there. So, Bowie isn't looking too good. And meanwhile, Danny Manning's going to get this basket and draw the foul. Misses the free throw, so it's a 1-point game. 1 minute left to go. What's Dallas going to do? Joe Dumars. What's he going to do, Mars? Passes it to Mark Aguirre. He drives. Violation. Huh. Charging call, perhaps? Danny Ainge to Brad Daugherty. A little bit far out. And he... I guess that was a 3-second violation. So, neither offense really doing much in the final minute. Mark Aguirre, let's see if he holds on to the ball too long or actually makes a damn play. He passes it to Derek Harper. Shot clock winding down. I mean, I guess it's just great defense, right? That's why no one can do anything. But, and then, yeah, there's the rebound. And then an intentional foul, Danny Ainge. And if you can sink these free throws, it's still a 3-point game, so it's not over. But Danny Ainge, ever reliable, is going to make both. 106, 103, 8.2 seconds left to go. Can we get a three-pointer? Is this game going to go into overtime? Can we get that? Joe Dumars, what do you say? What do you say? Oh, he actually does make the three. He actually does. But he left a bit too much time left on the clock. Danny Ainge. Is it going to be OT tonight? Yes. Okay. Danny Ainge cannot make that three-pointer. Didn't have to attempt a three, but he did, and, you know, he's going to have to live with this decision. Joe Dumars to Charles Barkley for the alley-oop. 108-106. Quite a few alley-oops in this game. Successful and unsuccessful. Sean Elliott, haven't said his name yet. He makes a bucket there. Finally decided to show up in overtime. Joe Dumars misses, but Barkley with another dunk. He's dunking it like there's no tomorrow. Mark Aguirre at the wing. Gets the ball stolen. And here come the Suns. Sean Elliott to Kenny Smith. It's weird to say Kenny Smith. I want to say the Jet. Either way, Mavericks ball now. Joe Dumars driving to the basket. Aggressive Dumars. I like to see that. 112-109. Kenny the Jet Smith. It just rolls off the tongue nicely. Kenny the Jet Smith is going to make that shot. 112-111. Ooh, the Mavericks are acting quick. Joe Dumars misses that three-pointer. All of a sudden, they've discovered the 7 seconds or less offense. Doesn't go well for them, though, as Kenny the Jet Smith makes that dunk. 113-112 shot clock. Winding down. Three-point attempt. Yikes. Just yikes. 113-112. 43 seconds left to go. Kenny the Jet making that layup. 115-112. Suns up by 3. Derek Harper. Ooh, what a pass to Sam Bowie for the dunk there. Little redemption for Sam Bowie, perhaps. And it's a 3-point game. Now here's Joe Dumars with a basket there. What happened to the defense on account of the Suns there? I don't know. But it's back to 3-point game. Harper to Aguirre, perhaps. This old chestnut. Ah, and Aguirre misses the shot. He used to be money from the low post, but he's getting a bit old, you know. Barkley, meanwhile, 27-17, 5-4-1. Just about filled in every part of the stat sheet. Kenny the Jet Smith with 24 points and 5 assists. So, Suns win that game, and let's move on to Utah versus Indiana. We're seeing mostly Western Conference teams, but, you know, sometimes the Western Conference faces the Eastern Conference. So that's why we're seeing the Pacers. I mean, you know that. I don't know why I'm saying. Why am I explaining that to you? What am I doing, nutty? Okay, 97-91. Mitch Richmond Driving to the basket. Can't make that shot. Roy Tarpley gets the reverse dunk there. Now we got Mitch to Karl Malone. Malone turning again, making that shot. It's a 3-point game now. And there's a missed shot by is that Watley missing that free throw. And there's Richmond to Chris Morris. Bucket there, 98-97. Tom Chambers misses that shot, and McCormick gets the putback layup. 197. We got Watley to, was it Hawkins? Missing that shot. McCormick getting the putback. 5-point game. Ensuing Jazz possession. Michael Adams to Tom Chambers. Chambers to Hawkins. Bucket goes in. This game is getting away from the Pacers, and they are at home, so the fans are probably not pleased. But Malone makes that basket. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. 26 points for Tom Chambers. He's having a mighty nice season for himself there. And the final score, 106-99. So that's the Jazz. I don't think we see them again. No, we don't. I'm checking my list. Actually, I wrote down the teams that we see in this video. I came prepared. Knicks, Kings, more Kings. This time against the Knicks. And we got Latrell Sprewell to Mark Jackson. Another interconference match here. And Jackson makes that layup, 84-82. Kenny Walker. Ooh, nice hook shot there. And now Ewing says, I can do that too, bitch. And he makes that off glass. He's like, did you call glass? I bet you didn't. I did. I don't know. I don't know why you would say that. KJ to Otis Thorpe. Thorpe to KJ to Jeff Hornacek. Don't just jab step, damn it. Do a thing. And Hornacek for 3. Oh, it's good. Oh, that was a long 2. Impressive shot, though. Just holding the ball and then making a move and making the shot, you know. Ewing against Otis Thorpe. Ewing is the winner of that match. 90-86. Just over a minute left to go. Kevin Johnson is going to make that jump shot. 2-point game. Patrick Ewing can't get that shot to fall. And with less than a minute left to go, the Kings look to tie the game or better. Chris Mullin, longtime King, passes to Jeff Hornacek, who misses that shot. 45 seconds left to go, and the Knicks now have a chance to put this game on ice if they choose to do so. Mark Jackson gets this almost screen. What was that? Pick and roll? I don't know. But he makes the layup. I was just, Ewing looked like he was going to set the screen, then like change his mind. So I don't know. Is that normal, that play? I don't know. I mean, X's and O's guys, let me know if that was a totally normal thing or if the CPU is just being a bit goofy. Okay, so we got the Nuggets versus the Bucks here. More Shaq. Why not? Shaq versus Mutombo. Hell yeah. Chris Childs makes that jump shot. We're in Milwaukee. Still, the arena's not full. Mookie Blaylock makes that shot for the Nuggets. And now we got Charles Smith turning around. Missing. Mutombo with the dunk there. 105, 103. Eldon Campbell to Jay Edwards. And then a steal by Mutombo. You know he's going to rack up some Defensive Player of the Year awards, Mutombo is. As Marley makes this shot there. Thunder Dan, a great defensive player himself. The Nuggets are struggling, as you saw in the standings, and I just don't understand it. They have so many great defenders. I guess they don't have enough scoring. As Charles Smith makes that dunk. I don't know. I don't know what the deal is with the Nuggets, because they look good, although right there, strip ball. Here's Chris Childs with the dunk there. 109, 107. Blaylock missing the jumper. Charles Smith with the putback there. 111, 107. We got is it Childs again. Childs driving, making that shot. 111, 110. Chris Childs for the long 2. Can't get that to fall. O'Neal can't get the rebound either. And now the Nuggets look to expand on this lead. Blaylock does just that. 3-point game now. Eldon Campbell passing it to O'Neal, to Teagle. Teagle's out there for some reason. Where's Kendall Gill? He must be fouled out, which sucks. Absolutely sucks that he's not out there. Childs, meanwhile, top of the key, dribbling forever. Makes that three, though. 115, 113. So, you know, go him. Now Childs, can he replicate what he just did? Ensuing Bucks possession, or is he going to drive to the hole and can't draw the foul? So they got to force a foul. Shaq very forcefully with the intentional foul there. This game's over. Nuggets win. I mean, they looked good here against the Bucks, who are a pretty good young team, and the Nuggets are just, you know, the West is a tough conference, I gotta say. Let's check out the standings now. Actually, I think we're like a week in January. We see the Bulls are still top of the East. Pacers second place. Then you got the Bullets and the Pistons behind them, and then another tier. We got the Bucks, Nets, Knicks, Cavs. Celtics not doing too well. Celtics, this will be the first time they ever missed the playoffs. Things aren't looking good for the Celtics. Safe to say that it's no bueno. Meanwhile, the Hornets they're tied with the Hornets. And the Hornets, you know, they're trying to get out of the stench of being an expansion team and actually be good for the first time in their franchise, you know. Meanwhile, the Hawks are 13 and 19. So, yeah, the Celtics are hanging out with these guys, these mediocre, below 500 teams. And if they don't turn it around soon, they're going to be lost in this part of the standings. And the Heat, you got the Magic, the Sixers. Yeah, those guys are really bad. But yeah, the Nets though. The Nets, that's interesting. We'll see more of the Nets in a future episode. I'm almost positive. Meanwhile, the West. Let's actually talk about these standings: Suns, Kings, Rockets, Lakers, Blazers, Spurs. Okay, Nuggets now are at 500 and they have the 8th seed. They've won 4 in a row, so okay, they're getting there. Meanwhile, the Jazz are also 500, 16 and 16. So it's neck and neck. Mavericks. Ooh, Mavericks are 17 and 18. That'd be shocking if they miss the playoffs, because you know they got Barkley, they got Joe Dumars, they got Mark Aguirre, so that would be quite shocking. Meanwhile, the Warriors, they are not looking good at all, and then the Timberwolves are worse, and the Clippers. Meanwhile, the points per game averages seem to be going up nicely. Michael Jordan now is at 29 points per game. If you remember in was it December episode or November episode, points per game averages were way too low, so I had to bump up a couple of sliders, some simulation sliders, to make sure things got normal again. Meanwhile, in the rebound category, Kemp has 14 rebounds a game. Meanwhile, Rodman has like 13 point whatever I just said. I'm going too fast. We got to keep moving, you know. John Stockton, 13.2 assists per game. Magic Johnson, 11.3. Fat Lever, 11.2. So yeah, got some guys in the double-digit assist category there. So that's pretty nice for them. But let's move on to Denver Nuggets again, this time against the Phoenix Suns. The Suns, as we know, are quite good right now. And the Nuggets are trying to get on their level. As we see Mutombo with that putback. Bucket there. 92-86. Danny Ainge to Danny Manning. Danny to Danny connection. And Manning's not going to make that shot. Rick Mahorn with the rebound. Mookie Blaylock passing it to Thunder Dan. Back to Mookie. Back to Dan. Let's see what he does with the ball. Mutombo holds it for a bit. Maybe didn't have to show you this entire possession, but what are you going to do? Mahorn with putback miss. Finally, Mutombo makes the bucket there. 94-86, 8-point lead against a very good Suns team. Good on the Nuggets for that. Meanwhile, that jumper is good for the Suns. 94-88, Ainge to Danny Manning. That bucket is no good. Mutombo with the rebound. Mookie Blaylock passing it to Marley. Goes to the wing. Marley to Rick Mahorn. to Reggie Williams. He makes that shot. Suns possession, 2 minutes up to go. Danny Manning can't get that basket to go in, but he does get the putback there. Some good defense, though, by Mahorn in that possession, despite the bucket going in. Mookie Blaylock to Thunder Dan. What a nickname. To Reggie Williams. I don't know all the players' nicknames, but you don't forget a nickname like Thunder Dan. You just don't. Reggie Williams with the J. Can't get it to go in. Mutombo throws it down with authority. He has 15 points so far in the match, of which we are going to sim through the rest of it. Mookie Blaylock with 30 points in this game. 32 for 32, though. Not efficient. But still, they won, so I guess it's all good. It's all gravy if you win the game. Danny Manning, his averages are kind of not where they should be. In real life, he was like around 20, 21 points per game. Around this time in his career, so I don't know. You try, maybe it's the team, because he's with a lot of guys who like to score, right? Danny Ainge likes to score a little bit. Kenny the Jet Smith. Sean Elliott, so maybe it's just a product of being on a team with a lot of guys who can score. So it is what it is. We haven't gotten a thumbnail yet. I feel like I already used Danny Manning in a thumbnail a few episodes ago, maybe in the 92 season. But I love those Suns uniforms, man. I'm going to be sad when we have to switch to the 7 seconds or less Suns unis in the 2000s, but we'll enjoy them while they're here. More Nuggets, please. As you would say at McDonald's, and in this video. Thunder Dan misses that shot. Mutombo with the putback. We are in Charlotte. Nuggets versus Hornets. Hornets are they're okay. They're not doing great, but they're the best of the expansion teams. That's something. Mutombo to Thunder Dan. He's going to make that shot off glass. 97-89. You see, like the Nuggets look good. They look like a good team. They're a 500 team, but this team, it feels like they're on the verge of something, They're on the verge of breaking it. Look at Dan Marley slipping through defenders, making that layup. 10-point game. Dan again. He's starting to get some confidence offensively. Meanwhile, Mutombo's dunking the ball ferociously. 103-95 is the final score there. Mookie Blaylock at 38 points. More efficient, too, this time around. 10 points and 22 rebounds for Dikembe Mutombo. Man. And Mookie Blaylock's averages have skyrocketed. Now, I'll get more into that later. Hopefully we do a league leaders thing again before this video is over, because I have something to say about Mookie Blaylock's numbers. Los Angeles versus the Phoenix Suns. Sure, why not? Lakers, that is. We got a missed shot there by Danny Manning, but he gets the putback here. So it's 106-100 in Phoenix. And we got James Worthy with the basket there. 106-102. Danny Manning, no good. It's kind of fun. Like, Worthy and Magic, they've been in this entire frickin' sim, and they're still good. As the Lakers make that shot. I'm just reminiscing. We're almost at episode 100, and it's just Magic Johnson misses that shot. It's just I'm growing like nostalgic for the 80s seasons as we see a dunk there for the Suns. Brad Doherty missing. Here's Alvin Robertson moving fast, passing it to Kevin Willis. Nice pass, great teamwork there. They were teammates for a bit in Atlanta. Then they both joined the Lakers in the offseason. And I'm sure they don't regret it. As we see Magic missing that shot, though. The Suns on the run. And Danny Ainge with some strange... that makes no sense. Makes no sense. Manning gets that basket, though, and it's 112-110. That's the final score for that game. Maybe ended a little bit closer than you would have thought, but the Suns were going to win it. It was pretty clear. And do we have perhaps another thumbnail? I guess it's been a while since we've done a Lakers thumbnail. No, it hasn't, actually. Literally, the Divac thumbnail was like, what, 2 episodes ago? So never mind. But James Worthy, that's a nice looking shot of James Worthy. Do we have another good one here? Byron Scott. You guys like Byron Scott? You know, against Danny Ainge. Oh God, what the? Did you see the guy's eyes? Right. Wait a minute. Wait. Eyeballs. Ooh. Ooh, that's what the hell? That's nightmare. Nightmare. That should be the thumbnail. That should be the thumbnail of this video, right? Just a bag of a guy. Was it James Worthy's skull that we were looking at? Oh God, that's creepy. That's legit creepy. You don't realize it. You don't realize that there's a dark underbelly of NBA 2K. Okay, not really. All-Star voting. Yeah, check this out. I thought this would be cool to show you this. Magic is leading the backcourt for the West. Barkley, very popular, leading the front court of the West. David Robinson right behind him with 2 million votes. Barkley has 2.2. Arvidas Sabonis in third place. That's nice. Michael Jordan, though, he's really racking up the votes like crazy. And they got Patrick Ewing. Karl Malone. People love Karl Malone. Hey, look. It's the people in the sim. It's the fans in the sim. They love Karl Malone. Not me, but, you know, what are you going to do? Some trades. You know, the Mavericks are trying to, like, bolster their bench a little bit. So they get Kelly Tripica and Johnny Dawkins from the Clippers in exchange for a couple of second-round picks. And meanwhile, the Clippers are just trying to, like, they suck. And they're just trying to unload guys. Same thing here for the Clippers. They're unloading Winston Garland. And who was the other guy? I don't remember. But the Rockets give up a first-round pick. I think lottery. Yeah, lottery took the first. For Terry Davis and Winston Garland, they give up Jeff Rulin and Quentin Daly for a lottery-protected first in 1995. Or what do I do? I thought that's what I did. I think I'm always... You know, I try to replicate trades or trades that were kind of similar to what they would have done in the 90s. I figured top 10 protected, that makes it more likely that's going to convey. I don't know. But I don't know. I don't really know what my thought process was there, but now the Rockets have a really good really deep team here. Winston Garland coming off the bench scoring. In this sim, at least, he's a hell of a bench scorer. And who was the other guy they got? I can't remember already. But yeah, and then meanwhile, this is kind of a big one. Ennis Whatley's going to go to the Wolves. Armin Gilliam and Terrell Brandon are getting traded to the Jazz. So the Jazz, they're hoping to give Terrell Brandon some real minutes, and the hope he's going to be an unrestricted free agent because he was drafted in the second round. So that they're hoping that they can, like, you know, wine and dine him for the rest of the season. And maybe he'll re-sign with the Jazz and they'll have, like, a point guard of the future. Although Michael Adams is going to be there for several seasons. So maybe Brandon won't want to be second fiddle to 30-year-old Michael Adams. Like, Michael Adams might have a couple more seasons left. And Terrell Brandon probably wants to start, like, right away. So it's a risky move for the Jazz. But, you know, they figured, you know, why not give it a shot, you know. So and then Armin Gilliam, you know, they need a front court, a better front court rotation than what they already had. So that's pretty much all the trades. There wasn't really many other juicy ones that I could have done. Why? I don't know. It just feels like a lot of teams are settled with their rosters. And then I also compared it to real life 1993. And there weren't that many trades during the deadline. So, although at this point, a lot of the teams are in different spots than real life teams in 1993. So, it is what it is. Let's just move on to the Kings versus the Suns. More Kings. 87-85. Sabonis misses. Rebound Suns. And I got more things to say about the trade deadline, but I'm going to save it. Danny Ainge to Brad Daugherty to Danny Manning. And Danny Manning is going to pass it to Brad Daugherty for the bucket there. Tied at 87. Here's Danny Manning making it an 89-87 game. And then we got Jeff Hornacek to Chris Mullen with a wild shot. Can't get that to go in either. Less than 2 minutes up to go. Danny Ainge now is going to do something eventually. There you go. Pass it to Danny Manning for the dunk there. He waited for the play to develop, and it did. Patience is a virtue. Here we got Chris Mullen. Back to Hornacek. Back to Mullen for the dunk. 91-89. 91-90 now. He got the and one. Doherty to Smith. Kenny the Jet Smith. Pulls up for the J. Drains it. 3-point game for the Suns. This is a battle between probably the first and second place team in the West. So KJ makes that layup. It's 93-92. Danny Ainge at the wing passes it to Manning for the jump shot there, but he misses. Less than 50 seconds left to go. KJ running the floor, wanting to help the Kings regain the lead. Hornacek is going to do just that with this layup here. 94-93. 37 seconds left. Danny Manning almost loses the ball. Almost a disaster there for the Suns. Danny Ainge. He's going to handle the ball. 10 seconds left to go in the shot clock. Danny Manning up against Sabonis. Can't get that to fall. Great defense by Arvidas. And if you can make these free throws, and he just might. Oh, damn. He makes one of two. So, but this game is, not over. The Suns have shooters, so let's see if they can take the lead or perhaps tie it. Let's see what they decide to go for here. Kenny the Jet Smith, he can shoot. Danny Ainge can shoot. Sean Elliott can shoot. So let's see what they opt for. Danny Manning for the tie, perhaps? No, he does not make it. Not the best play drawn, but what are you going to do? Kings win. 26 points for Arvidas Sabonis, 20 and 10 for Danny Manning. And I'm feeling a Arvidas Sabonis shot here from three. Gotta love a Arvidas Sabonis three. Not many centers back in the day were pulling up for three like that. I mean, not many centers were playing like he was playing either. Like he would have been playing if he actually played in the NBA around this time. And yeah, he's a damn star, he is. So, pretty cool. He's a king, a Sacramento king. Let's move on. More Kings. Maybe too many Kings? Is this too much Kings? Let me know if this was too much Kings. But I think they're a fun team. KJ for three. Drains it. See? That's exciting. Otis Thorpe to KJ again. Is he going to look for another jumper? He misses this time. As I search for the charger for my controller. Where the hell is this thing? I just got the alert that my battery is low for my controller. I don't feel like stopping recording. And looks like I didn't miss much. Which is something to say to you guys when you're watching this video. I didn't miss much. You didn't miss much. Okay. My controller is charging. I'm narrating this off the PS5, by the way. And there's a bucket finally for the Bullets. 109-105. 105 left to go. Otis Thorpe with the inbounds pass to Jeff Hornacek, who dribbles at the top of the key. He is going to pass it to Kenny Walker, who drives and thrives but doesn't survive. Makes no sense. 109-105. 47 seconds left to go in the game. The Bullets look to ice it, and intentional foul. It's going to pretty much do it for the Kings. They're not going to win this game. 112-105 is the final score there. KJ Johnson with 23 points. Reggie Lewis with 27. And what do we got left? What's left in this game? On my list, it says Nuggets Mavericks. You guys excited about that? Here it is. Nuggets Mavericks. Mookie Blaylock make this jump shot. I mean, why not be excited about this? Mutombo's out there. Barkley. Joe Dumars. Barkley, here he is with that basket there. 96-94. Less than 4.5 minutes left to go in the game. Mark Aguirre to Del Curry for the 3. Okay, that was a 3-pointer. That looked like I thought his foot was on the line. Sam Bowie, who's wearing Del Curry's number, but also he also wore 30 for a good part of his career, so I forgive him. Mark Aguirre is going to miss that shot, and Bowie with the putback. 102-96. Mutombo. He's going to dribble. Pass it to Marley. I'm like way behind. Marley passes to Williams. Williams passes to Blaylock for 3. It's no good. But Mutombo with the putback here is also no good. But Charles Smith gets the dunk. Man, a lot was happening there. Derek Harper. Stolen pass. Who is that? Charles Smith with the steal. And let's see what he decides to do. Nuggets are down by 4. Mutombo can't get that shot to fall to cut it to within 2. And here's a jump shot made by Mark Aguirre. 104-98. The Nuggets need to do something quick. Blaylock can't get that shot to fall. And the Mavericks, they look like they are in control. Derek Harper with the baseline jumper there, and that is going to do it for this game. The Mavericks are going to win. The final score, 108-101. So, Nuggets, you know, they had some nice games. They had some not so nice games. The Mavericks, you know, they're also battling to make it to the playoffs. So, it's interesting to see how... It'll be interesting to see how that shakes out. Here's the league leaders again. What was I going to say about the league leaders? I was going to say something about... Oh, yeah, Mookie Blaylock. Yeah, he's averaging a lot points per game. And in real life, he never crossed 20 points per game. So it's kind of funny. Oh, yeah, here he is. Yeah, he's averaging like 27 points per game in this sim. And I support it. I think it's kind of cool. And also the Nuggets need the scoring. So, like, maybe it just makes sense that he's averaging a lot, but he wasn't really a scorer like that in real life. So, but it's just, you know, yeah. What are you gonna do? It's fine. I'm cool with it. I hope you are. That's all I'm saying. Standings: Bulls, Bullets, Pacers, Pistons, top 4, Bucks, Nets, Knicks, Cavaliers, bottom 8 or bottom of the top 8. You know, I my whole spiel about Mookie Blaylock, I can't imagine anyone's going to write in the comments. I don't even get comments anyway, but I can't imagine anyone's going to be like, hey, man, Mookie Blaylock never averaged 27 points per game. I don't think anyone gives a shit. But this is what happens when I'm doing so many of these fucking videos, as I swear unintentionally. But I'm like, oh, no, his averages aren't what they were in real life. And then I'm like, why do I care? No one's going to care about this. Don't worry about it. But, yeah, Hawks, Hornets, Heat, they're... I mean, the Hawks are still only 2 games back. The Hornets and the Heat, though. The Celtics have lost 7 in a row. They are struggling hard. They still got Bird, they still got McHale, and they are struggling. I don't quite understand it. 76ers and Magic are at the bottom of the East, as you'd expect. Sixers are on a rebuild, and the Magic are terrible, except for Larry Johnson. He's the only bright spot in the whole team. But, yeah, the Celtics, I don't know. They're going to miss the playoffs almost certainly at this point for the first time since when? The 70s? I think they missed it once in the 70s, right? Like, in between eras, right? They had, like, obviously the 11 championships they won with Bill Russell. Then he retired. Then they dipped for a bit, and then they had freaking I can't rattle off the Celtics names, like who's the guy? Not Havlicek. Fuck. God, I'm trying to remember the Celtics guy in the 70s. I sound like an idiot. Oh well, I'm just gonna let this ride. It's gonna come to me. I don't want to look it up. But basically, the Celtics had a bad year or two in the early to mid, early 70s. Then they won 2 championships in the 70s. I don't need to You probably know this already. Kings first place in the West. Rockets, Suns, Lakers 2-4. Then you get the Blazers right there, right below. And you get the Spurs, Mavericks now 7 seed, Nuggets 8 seed. Okay, so they're hanging on. But the Jazz are right behind the Nuggets at 21-20, so they're tied. So it's gonna be interesting to see how that plays out. The Mavericks, they've won 5 in a row, so they're looking like they're trending upwards. And really, none of except for the Blazers, everyone in the West is in pretty good shape. No one's like on a big losing streak in the top 9 anyway. So as I try to scratch my eye without touching the mic, I hope I succeeded. Okay, yeah, Lakers. What was I gonna say? I don't know. Next episode is the All-Star break, and it's gonna be a fun one. I participate in the slam dunk contest in the All-Star game. Hope you look forward to that. I am a sports gamer. Thank you for listening and watching. Like, subscribe, and catch you next time.